Welcome back to ProptheProps, guys, where we give you our favorite
MLB,
NBA,
picks
and
for MLB,
NFL picks all
and
season
NBA.
long. We're going to be going with MLB today,
NFL
but be
is
on
coming
the,
up,
on the
and that
lookout
is
for
my
NFL
favorite
because that is my
sport,
favorite
so,
sport.
Be on the lookout for
that
those
I'm best
picks.
with.
I'm
Make
going
sure
to
you
be
go ahead
bringing
and
those
screenshot
every
this.
week.
Use this code
Anyway,
for
make
deposit
sure you
match
use
up to
this
$100
code to get
if you
a
do not
deposit
already
match
have
up to $100
Prizepicks
if you
and you are interested
are not already
in
signed up on
starting
Prizepicks. Anyway,
with
right into the
Prizepicks.
picks.
Go ahead and start
Today
with
we got
Luis
Luis
Arias
Arias
hopping straight into the
6.5
picks.
fantasy score.
And we
I'm
see
gonna
that
be
he's
going
been
on
struggling. He's 1 for 5 and going over in his last 5, but he is a 370 batting average on the year. And when you're batting 370, you're going to have a decent amount of cash going over. We take a look at the over-under. We got the total game score set at 10, which is a pretty good over-under for the over. I do think that the over has a chance. It's really 50-50. That's why they got the odds minus 120 both ways. But I kind of do like the over personally today. We take a look at Ashcraft on the mound. Arias, he's 0 for 3 against Ashcraft. However, even with that 0 for 3, like I said, when you're batting 370, you're doing something right. And not only that, but he's not a guy who's gonna. He doesn't really have long ball potential. He's not going to cash that way. He's not going to get us a stolen base probably because he's only got 1 on the year, 9 in his career. However, what he does do is he bats the ball well at home. He's a 410 batter at home. He does bat well during the day too. He's about a 380, 381, something like that during the day. We see he's gone hitless in his last 2 games. Granted, it's only 5 at-bats, but still, when you're batting 370, more than likely in 5 at-bats, you're going to get 1 or 2 hits. And he got none in his last 5 at-bats. You expand that to his last 33. He's about 9 for 33. That's not even 11 for 33. 11 for 33 is 1/3 batting average, obviously. And 370 is higher than that. So he's kind of on a down slump, and he should look to pick it up here. 410 average, like I said, during or at home. Next, we're gonna be looking at the Rockies versus the Brewers. We're gonna be looking at a game with a over/under for the total game score set at 9. I do like the over here, and it is slightly favored by the books. We got Chris Flexen on the mound, and I'm going to be taking a look at Christian Yelich. I really do think that he has a good chance to cash on his over today, with that reason being that he does have good history against Chris Flexen at 2 of 7 for the batting average. Being 286, just below his season average at 289, which is just under 300. When you're taking a look at it in the grand scheme of things, it's about, about 1.1% difference. And I mean, in the grand scheme of things, he's basically a 300 batter. He's having a decent year. 16 homers, 63 RBIs, 23 stolen bases. So he can help out in the stolen base category. I'm not expecting it. Again, also can cash with a homer. Not expecting it, but it is possible with him. And you take a look at him, he's got 3 hits in his last 2 games. 8 at-bats in those 3. With 3 hits, 8 at-bats. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, it's past midnight. Give me a little bit of slack here. Anyway, he does bat better at home, with it being about 300 at 299. He is better also during the day, 318 average. And this is going to be an early game at 11:10. First pitch, Pacific time, so this is going to also be a day game. take a look at Rafael Devers next. He's got a 264 average, 26 homers, 79 RBIs. Not going to help out in the stolen base category. However, he is batting just under 265, which, I mean, that's pretty solid. And, he does have that long ball potential. And a lot of people were backing him yesterday. Personally, I didn't back him yesterday. And he did go under. He actually did not have so much as one hit. But he is a better hitter at home. And he is a better hitter in terms of power at home. He's able to clear that wall, over at Fenway. And I just really do think that he has a good opportunity, good matchup. He has good history, a lot of history too. We take a look at his last 22 at-bats, only 5 of 22. And when we look at his last 34, he's 8 of 34. Not too much better, right around his season average. And I think that he could pick up a hit, maybe even a home run. Maybe he gets a double and hits someone home and scores. That's all we need. I do think he gets it done. And we take a look at who he's going to be facing in terms of the pitcher. It's going to be Jordan Lyles, not the best pitcher. Does have a high ERA, or earned run average, for those of you who are not aware of ERA, but I'm sure all of you guys know what it is and how that's calculated. But anyway, Devers, he's going to have a very, very good shot at having a good game. Probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite play of the day. We're also going to be spending a little bit of time, though, talking about Trevor Story. But first, we're going to take a look at Devers here. 17 at-bats, 353 average, 1 homer, 4 RBIs. I don't know why, but something's telling me that he's going to have a game tomorrow. Turning our attention over to Trevor Story for the second part of this pick. We're looking at Trevor Story, 20 at-bats, 1 homer, 3 RBIs, and a 150 batting average. That is not a very good average when we're looking at it. I mean, I'm sure that doesn't really need to be explained. It's 15% of the time he's getting a hit. That's basically 3 out of 20 times he got a hit against Jordan Lyles. He's also coming off injury, so that's not something that's necessarily going to be something that's helpful for him. He is over for this season in terms of at-bats, and as we see, his batting average and OBP, for the most part, year over year, has gone down since about 2020, 2021, and coming back from injury. It's just not a very good matchup, not a very good spot at all. I think this number probably should be closer to 6.5. I think that this is probably another very, very solid pick. Pair Devers up, make some 2-mans. I really do like this, and I think that's going to be a pretty easy, no sweat bet. Anyway, please do leave a comment, like, all that for the algorithm. We are going to be pulling up a screenshot of the full ticket in just a second here at the end of the video, but I just wanted to go ahead and take a minute. I don't really typically do this, but I just want to take a minute and ask for a comment or a like, subscribe. Hopefully all of those, because I'm doing this for free and it can take an hour or two to find this data and find some really good matchups. And, as a small YouTuber, I am trying to get out there more, and I want to be able to provide these picks more on a day-to-day basis, and potentially even provide more videos where I could do 2, 3, 4 videos a day, giving out free plays. But, as a small YouTuber working a 9 to 5, it can be a little tough. But this is the slip. If you don't know what to comment, Just comment your favorite player from this slip, or just your favorite MLB player in general. Anything really does help to get this video out. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Happy betting, and I hope that the slip cashes and the rest of the ones that you submit do too.